Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Cindy Clayton, and I want to talk to you about what it means to be a life coach. So, I'm working through the program at coachtraining.edu, and I'm on my path to be certified by the ICF. And a lot of people have never heard of life coaching. I hadn't heard of it until, just maybe over the last couple of years, and I got really curious about what it means. So it often gets confused with therapy. So I first want to sort of point out the differences there. A coach isn't a therapist. Obviously, you know that licensed mental health professionals go through intensive training and certification and licensing for what they do. So that is sort of a diagnosis-based, past-looking venue to just sort of sum that up. And it's a very helpful, very useful, I would say vital aspect to health and, full on health in our, in our bodies and in our lives. So I would certainly recommend to anyone to see a licensed mental health professional for talk therapy. At the same time, you don't have to choose between therapy and coaching. So coaching can be used certainly alongside it. So coaching is future looking and action oriented. So it's more, where are you now and where do you want to go? And so your coach is basically someone who listens and responds and helps you formulate your own goals and identify things that are in the way. So to just sort of formalize that, first of all, the coach is a holder of space and accountability. So many times we just need a safe space to just say what's on our minds right now. And a lot of times that gets us to talking about solutions. We will talk ourselves into the right solutions with the right questions and with the right listener. And that's essentially what a coach is trained to do. And then to hold you accountable for a lot of us know the things that we should do. We should eat certain foods. We should, save a certain amount of money. And if it were intuitive, we'd all do it. If it was easy, we'd all do it. So having an accountability partner in a coach makes that much, much easier. And a coach can sort of help you if that isn't working anymore, your goals change, certainly to change paths and go a different direction. A coach can shine a light on character traits and worldviews that you might not even really realize that you have. So it can be helpful to you to see a coach and, just have that coach get to know you and sort of reflect back to you some of the things that you don't even really know about how you're viewing things or how your experiences have shaped the way that you see things. So a lot of us think, I know I'm guilty of this, we think the way that we see things is the only one right way. And the people around us might disagree, and in most cases do. And then one of the other places that light shining is so important is assumptions about yourself. So many of us have heard, many, many messages about who we think we are and what we're capable of. And those messages a lot of times are not helpful, they're not useful, and they're not true. So to hear from someone who is completely unbiased, there's no reason you can't do that. These are the kinds of things you're going to have to overcome to be able to do that, but you can do that. That's essentially one of the big advantages of a coach. So we're focusing on the here and now, and we're focusing on what's next. Where are you now, and where would you like to go? How can we help you move forward? How can we help you to tackle some of the goals that you have? I know the word goals is kind of overused, so it can be dreams, it can be objectives, or however you want to name it, and strategies to get those. So this is kind of where I would employ the experiences that I've had with my background. My undergrad's in psychology, my graduate degree is in communication. Spent my entire adult life in HR and in higher education. So there are some strategies that I've learned along the way that I would be able to share with you. And basically, the strategies are, a try on, see if it fits. If it doesn't, discard it, go to the next. So I'm not, I wouldn't be someone who had a strategy in mind to say you have to take this one. It would just basically be an offering for you to see if that fits. To identify obstacles, sometimes we don't see the obstacles that are right in front of us. I sort of visualize it like a boulder, damming up running water. And the water doesn't know it's there. It just kind of flows around it. And I think that's the way with our lives. A lot of times we have obstacles and they become like pets. We don't even realize that they're still there. We just flow around them. And so sometimes it's helpful to have someone, a coach, reflect back to you. Wait a minute. So we have this obstacle. How do we feel about that? Is this obstacle movable? Those are the types of conversations that we would have. And then, finding the right motivation for you. Everybody has different currency. And so it takes a coach some time to get to know you to figure out what your currency is. And there are lots of ways that we can go about doing that. And it's, again, customized to what you want. But what motivates you to do your best work? What motivates you to attack things in your way? And so we can sort of have that conversation, get it in place, and then I can hold you accountable. Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Are you attacking that? You said this would motivate you. Is it working? If not, let's go to plan B. So that's a really helpful part of coaching. And then finally, just having someone unbiased to talk to that isn't trying to diagnose you, isn't trying to fix you, isn't trying to change you. I'm really just trying to be your co-pilot and help you go where you want to go, not where I think you should go. So if you could use any of those things in your life, then perhaps a life coach is for you. And just like any other profession, you have to talk to some folks and see what the fit is. It's not always a good fit. I think I talked to 3 or 4 therapists before I found one that was really the right fit for me. And I have to tell you, she changed my life. Love her. Highly recommend therapy again. But I think coaching can be very helpful as well. Of course, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think so, because I have a job, I have a full profession, but I just feel really excited about this as well. So I want to give it a go. And so I'd love to talk to you more about coaching. Obviously, you can talk to me about it. There's no charge, there's no obligation or anything like that. Just to kind of see if it's something that might work for you, something that might fit for you. So you can leave a comment here on my YouTube channel, C. Clayton Consulting. You can visit my website at cindyclayton.com. And you can always send me an email at csclaytons@usi.edu. That's C, S as in Sam, Clayton, S as in Sam, at usi.edu. So I hope to hear from you, even if it's just to ask a few more questions. Would love to talk with you a little bit more about this exciting new world I've ventured into. So hope everyone has a great day, and thanks so much for listening.